Hi everyone, it's Heather. Welcome back to my channel, and this is a part 2. I have completed a video of some watercolour pebbles. I don't know whether you've seen that. If you haven't, I will link the video below. And it's a sort of a time lapse of watercolour painting, and I did that because it's sort of a bit like sort of stress relief, anxiety relief. It's like adult colouring but using watercolours, and using some simple repeated illustrations. And I chose pebbles, and this is the finished picture that you would have seen on that video if you've seen that video. So I did that one, and then I just added a bit of extra colour on this version here. And what I did then was upload those images to my computer. I actually took some photographs and did some closer images, and I have then printed those out. And what I intend to do, this is a scaled down, so this is an A4 version. What I intend to do then is doodle over the top of these images, so it means I don't have to ruin the original if I go wrong. And also I feel a little bit more relaxed about doodling over them because I can do it as many times as I like. And this is a really good technique for using in your art journals or your junk journals. So if you do a piece of artwork, you can scan it into your computer or take pictures of it. You can then enlarge it, you can alter some of the colours. So if you use an application like Canva, for example, or the Adobe Creative Suite, you can alter the colours, you can alter all sorts of things on it. And you can add digital elements on there as well. You can then print it out as many times as you like. It becomes a digital for your own use because it's your artwork, and you can pop it in your journals then as background pages or as a background for an art journal, and then you can doodle over the top of it or add some journaling over the top of it. Now this is the sort of original layout that I coloured, and I'll be putting this in my Etsy shop just in case anybody wants to download that to use the same elements to colour in yourself. So I will, when I eventually get round to that, I will include a link to that. I don't know whether you can actually even see that, to be honest, but it's sort of repeating similar shapes of the pebble. So it's basically this, but in obviously light grayscale, so that you don't really see it when you colour over it. So you can print it out, you've still got the illustration in the background, you can colour it in, but you won't really see the lines afterwards. So that will be available in my Etsy shop at some point, but it isn't at the moment. So I thought I would show you that. And now what I'm going to do is pick one of these images, and I'm going to use some pens. These are the ones that I would normally doodle with. I have a selection of pens, and these are quite new. I haven't actually used these before, so I've got sort of grey colours and sepia colours, but I do use the blacks quite a lot. So these are different sized nibs, so they're quite fine nibs, so I use these quite a lot, but I haven't actually had a chance to use these. I thought I would treat myself to a few different colours, and I thought they might not look nice because I've used some of the more neutral colour tones in this particular one, so I might use those. But also I do have some gel pens, and I always like the look of white gel pens. This is a jelly roll one, so this is a slightly more expensive version, and I got these are a cheaper version from Amazon, but I have to be honest with you, some of the Amazon ones basically didn't work, and I've just thrown them straight in the bin. So be careful buying cheaper alternatives, but the jelly roll one does seem quite good. So I'll be using a white gel pen, possibly silver gel and gold as well. And I don't think I'll be cracking out the paints, but you could, obviously, if you're using this in a junk journal or an art journal, you could easily get your paints out again and just do a colour wash over the background, or just paint in some extra details. So I'm going to be doing that now, and I will probably speed up the process. What I did do, just to get a bit of inspiration, as I often do, is pop onto Pinterest, because I do doodle quite a bit, but because these shapes are slightly different. Normally I'd sort of do like floral and all different swirly shapes and whatnot, but because it's pebbles, I wanted to just keep something in line with the pebble shape. So I went onto Pinterest and just had a look, and if you pop on Pinterest and you type in things like Zentangle art or easy doodle art and things like that, you'll get a myriad of inspirational pictures that you can use. And I quite like some of these. I quite like that sort of going round with the little dots and the crisscrossing pattern there, so I might be incorporating some of those. So I thought that's a nice tip. Go onto Pinterest, compile yourself a little mood board or inspiration board, and then you can always print off a couple of sheets and pop those in your junk journal or your art journal as well as a reference. So I think I'll be cutting these ones out. I can't give exact reference to these because obviously it's not saying who has pinned that one, but when you go onto it you'll be able to see who the person was that pinned the idea, so you can give credit to them. So I'm sorry about that, I can't give credit to the exact ones, but you know, they're on Pinterest for everybody to see and to give inspiration. So I'm going to be doing that now. So I'll add some hopefully relaxing music, and let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll speak to you again soon.